Hey, welcome back to Max and Dave Horsemanship. You're probably wondering why I'm here doing a video today. Well, I said I wasn't going to do any more, but there's a little more to that story. But happens to be New Year's Day. And I want to talk a little bit about that. I've been doing New Year's videos and Christmas videos for years, and I just thought I'd do another one, just 'cause. And just to let you know, I'm still alive, I'm still here, and channel is actually sort of kind of still active. And but this has got a little bit to do with horses. Yeah, actually quite a bit. Hi baby, how you doing? And I'm going to talk a little bit about money when it comes to horses, because a lot of people don't like spending money on their horses. They get a little hesitant, you know. But last night was New Year's Eve, and a lot of you, well, we're out doing things, celebrating New Year's Eve. Now that is not unusual. Lots of people do that. And I'm not going to say don't do it, but just stop and think about it for a second. You probably, if you were indulging in a few adult beverages, you probably arranged some kind of alternative transportation, be it a taxi, bus, Uber, whatever. That costs money. Some of you may have actually even bought a special outfit just so you look your best while you're out. That costs money. Well, then you probably had to pay to get into the event, because most of them you do. And then you pay for your meal and some beverages and transportation home again. Well, by the time all is said and done, you've probably spent a fair bit. I'm not going to, I mean, that price could vary an awful lot depending on the individual and the things you do. But you spent money. And, well, that's money you could have spent on your horse if you stayed home. Now, last night I didn't go out. I didn't celebrate New Year's Eve. In fact, I was in bed by 10 o'clock. And it didn't cost me a dime. So I have money to spend on horses because of that. And New Year's Day, well, there's not a whole lot else to do on New Year's Day. So where am I? Out with the horses. Because that's what I do. New Year's Day, I typically will hang out with the horses. Same with Christmas Day. Instead of sitting around getting drunk and fighting with relatives and, well, all that stuff, you know. No, we're out here hanging out with horses, because that's what we do. And it doesn't cost me anything, and the money I saved last night, well, now I have money that I can spend on my horses. Now, one of the things that I've mentioned in the past in another video is how when I had 4 horses, I spent money to have all 4 of them blood tested. And, well, that cost money, but because I saved money, I can afford it. And although your friend might say, well, I feed my horse XYZ, so you think, well, I feed my horse XYZ. Well, your horse might not need it. Might not even be the right thing at all. In fact, it might even be bad for your horse. And unless you actually spend the money to have the horse tested, you don't know what its nutritional needs are. Now, here's where it got real interesting, and I encourage people to do this stuff, is when I had 4 horses and I had all 4 tested, it turned out that in spite of the fact that all 4 of them were getting the exact same diet, they all had different needs. Their tests came back different, every one of them. So I had to make little adjustments and give each one slightly different additives in their diet and avoid certain things so that they all balanced out. Because, well, that's what a responsible horse owner would do. At least I think so. And, well, I'm going to talk about my other one in a minute here. Now, this one here, I'm sure you've met her before. She actually has some special needs. She's got a bit of a metabolic disorder. And she requires blood testing every once in a while. And for her particular condition, the blood tests are actually quite expensive. They're a couple $100. Fortunately, they don't have to be done real often. But, you know, we still got to keep tabs on things and make sure that she's doing okay. So I got to fork out a couple $100 to have her blood tested every once in a while, and she's just about due to have that done again. Haven't done it for a while, so we're going to take care of that. it's going to cost us. But like I said, I didn't go out last night, so I have all that money that I did not spend. Now, I'm sure that there's a horse channel, you want to know certain things, and well, baby here is doing very well. This is not my horse, but I spent a little bit of time with her, and she's gone from you can't touch me to she's actually become quite social, and well, as you can see, I can pretty much do whatever I want with her now. She don't mind. She's a good little horsey. Actually, she's got real good manners. As many of you know, I do tend to feed treats to the horses, but we have rules. We're very strict about how we do it, and it's, that's where I've said before, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. But that brings up another thing that I want to talk about a little bit too, is doing things with quality, because I've been watching a guy's videos quite a bit, and he always emphasizes something that I've always done, but at the same time, it's not something I strongly have promoted or mentioned a lot, but it kind of goes along with it, not what you do, but how you do it. And everything you do with quality. I've mentioned how spending time with your horse is important, and it is, but quality time is more important than quantity of time. So every time you're interacting with the horse, you're setting rules, you're doing things. Now, for example, these are getting better, but no, back up, baby. No, I want you to back up. You got to back up. That's better. Thank you. Hey, you. Now, perfect example right there. He gets a little grabby and pushy. He likes getting treats from me, but we've been establishing rules with him that he's actually been a little slow to catch on to for some reason. Because one of my rules when it comes to treats is, and I'm going to use this as an example, treats come to the horse does not come to the treats. If the horse gets pushy, starts bumping me or something, even while I'm talking to you, he's going to get a little poke in the nose or a little elbow or whatever, stuff like that. I'm going to deal with the situation. And so even though I'm just spending time with the horses, it's quality time, because every interaction that I have with the horse, well, I'm going to make it a positive one, or at least a learning one, or something like that. So if you go out to catch your horse, halter the horse, mount the horse, whatever you're doing with your horse, do it with quality. Think about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And in the grand scheme of things, it makes a big difference, because if a horse gets away with something once, it's going to probably try it again. But if you do it with quality every time, they're constantly learning that these are the rules, this is how I must behave, and his nose is starting to come towards me. I'm just going to do a little of this, and you'll notice how he pulls his head back every time I do that, because he knows better. He knows the rules. He just figures he can get away with it, which, occasionally he does. I suspect that he's been spoiled a lot in his life and thinks he can do what he wants. I have rules. You don't get away with getting pushy or crowding me. Even my own horse will occasionally touch me with her nose when she wants a treat or some attention. No, you're going to back up. And I'm doing this with quality. I'm not getting mad at him or anything. I just, yeah, that's better. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. No, you're not going to get any treats. There's nothing there. No, there's nothing there. There. So, even though it seems like I'm not doing a darn thing, I actually am doing something, and we're doing it with quality. Everything that we do, every interaction that we have, there's something going on here that, can be done with quality. I just thought I'd say Happy New Year's to you, and let your new year be a good one. Spend some time with your horses, or horse, however many you got. Only one of these is mine, and but I still enjoy coming out here and hanging out with them and seeing what they're up to right now. The neighbors got their attention. He heard some talking next door, so they're all looking that direction to see what's going on. And again, that's kind of part of just paying attention to the horses and watching what's happening and things like that. There's a lot of little things that you can be doing in your journey with your horse that make a difference. They can be educational for you, educational for the horse, and just beneficial for both of you in the long run. So have a good day. Have a good year. Happy New Year. Bye now.